I'm always looking for new activities for my 6 grandchildren when they come over, and I got the idea for a gem hunt. I got online and found that the Gold and Gem Grubbin company, they're based in Georgia, sells what they call a super gem bag. This is 15 to 20 pounds of gem-loaded pay dirt, which cost me $30 in January of 2017, and there was $18 shipping and handling, which is pretty reasonable. What I'd like to say first off is that the customer service I got from Gold and Gem Grubbing was absolutely outstanding. Through no fault of their own, PayPal made a mess of the order, and as soon as I brought this to their attention, they bent over backwards to accommodate me in every way imaginable, and I couldn't be happier with the customer service. And that was just the first thing. The second thing is, as I said, this is supposed to be a 15 to 20 pound sack of gem pay dirt. Instead, what I got was 23 pounds of gem pay dirt. It's always nice in these days when we always get less than what we expect when we place an online order to have someone who actually ships you more. And here we go. Okay, quite a bit of big, oh, look at that. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. And speaking of that, with the gem bag, I got a very nice guide that shows what the various gems can look like, both raw and cut. And I think this will be a big help for identifying what we find. There's a lot of sand and small material in here. So, ooh, that's neat. What I would recommend, if you're doing this for an activity for your children, rather than have them get their hands all muddy, is to wash this stuff out and get rid of all the silt and the clay, making sure that you don't wash any possible gems away. So, I'm going to turn my grandchildren loose on this, and we'll see what we get.
Oh! Daniel found a ruby!
Oh.
Daniel found a ruby! Yay! I'm looking for a garnet. What's this? Oh, I got a little. It looks like I struck gold. Ruby! I found a ruby! That's mine, Daniel. That's mine. I'm trying to salvage my ruby. Abby and I both found a ruby. A real ruby. Whoa. Rubies are pinkish. Oh. What's that?
Should we take this back home?
And here's what we found. Quite a bit of amethyst, especially in the smaller sizes, which is a fancy name for purple quartz. We found some smoky quartz, pink quartz or rose quartz, clear quartz material, several pieces of crystalline quartz. If you pick these up, you can actually see the crystal faces on them. Some obsidian, iron pyrite, better known as fool's gold. What looks like quartz but has a greenish color. I could not find a match for this in the gem guide that was provided with this material. A piece of what I think is blue apatite. It's very pale, but it has a definite blue color here. What may be a citron. It's very large. It's heavily fractured and a little smoky, but it has the right color. Some mica. Some garnet, some very nice pieces of garnet. By the way, to tell the difference between garnet and rubies, what you need is a ultraviolet light like this. They cost about $10. Under ultraviolet light, rubies will fluoresce a bright pink red. It's very definite. And as you see, these do not, so they're garnets. And you can tell they're garnets because if you shine a bright light through them, they have a definite blood red color. Next, we have what I think may be some emeralds. They look clear and green when you shine a light through them. They're not worth anything because they're very fractured, they're small, they're not very pure. But it's a definite green color, and they stand out quite a bit from the sky blue color, pale blue color of the aquamarines. Found quite a bit of calcite, some of, and forgive my mispronunciation, chrysoprase. This is a stone which, if you break it apart, will have a bright green color inside of it. The green is more definite when it's wet. And finally, quite a bit of green aventurine. And again, this is a material which looks much better if it's wet. So that's what we found. And the kids really had a great time doing this. Couple of suggestions if you want to try this with your children. Definitely wash the material before you let them get to it so that they're not dealing with muddy water. Also, you might want to, if you don't mind cheating, pre-sorting it, going through it with a couple of adults to find all the good stuff, and then concentrate that in a small amount of plain rocks, of which there are plenty in this, to make it easier for the younger children to find stuff. So, I hope you found this interesting. We all enjoyed looking through this and finding these gemstones, and thank you for watching.